Good morning. Here is your homework help video for this week. I did delay putting it up because last week I had several friends who just watched the video and circled answers. So if you are showing your work on scratch paper, please bring your scratch paper to school so I can see you attempted the problems along with me. Even if you have to use the video for your help, that's fine, but I want to see that you're trying along with me. So let's start with Monday's problem. All I wanted you to do was take this number, 321 and 235 thousandths, and round it to the nearest hundredth. Our 3 here is our hundredths place, so everything in front of that needs to stay the same. Then we're going to look next door. The number is 5 or greater. We're going to come back over and add one more. Well, it is, so we're going to make this a 4. Our 5 falls away, or it can turn to 0. All right, next. Oops. Well, it's not letting me scroll. Okay. How in the world did that happen? Sorry, having some difficulties here. Okay. The next one says, look at the graph below. Which equation best represents the relationship between x and y? So we're looking for our rule here. What you need to do first is make your input-output table. And I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 dots that I need to write the ordered pairs for. So starting with this first one is 0, 0. That's our origin. Okay, so then we need to look at these ticks in between 0 and 5. I can see there's one. Oops. Okay, I can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4. That means each of those ticks represents 1, right? Because I can start at 0 and I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So each one is going to represent 1. So let's see. Here they go. Over 1, up 3. Over 1, up 3. So now let's look at the next one. And if you need to, let me see if I can get an eraser here. If you need to draw lines on it, do that. So let's see. I'm going to kind of sketch this down. So this one went over 3, up 9. Over 3, up 9. Then let's look at this next one. It's right on that 5 line. Over 5, up 15. Okay, so now let's determine our rule here. This pattern runs through the origin, so it has to be multiplicative. It has to be multiplying. So I'm going to get rid of B, and I'm going to get rid of C. Okay, 1 times any number is that same number. So 1 times 3 gives me 3, right? That one works. Is 3 times 3 9? Yes. Is 3 times 5 15? Yes. So my rule is times 3. If you were confused here, because we have been doing fraction multiplication, it would look a little more like a division multiplicative pattern on the grid. Okay? Let me know if you have more questions on finding that rule. It's going to be all over your CFAs for the next several weeks. Okay, let's look at Tuesday. Which inequality is not true? I'm going to keep putting these on here until we're displaying our work the right way, unless you're a student who's already getting them right every single time, but these tend to be our lowest tested questions. So let's see. The first one says 4 and 73 hundredths is less than 4 and 73 thousandths. You need to put in your phantom. Okay, you can see that 730 is greater than 73. So that is not true. That's not true right there. But let's keep going. 3 and, am I in the right homework? Yeah. Okay, 3 and 1/10 is less than 3 and 102 thousandths. When you put in your phantoms, you can see that is true. 100 is less than 102. We're looking for not true. Okay, the next one says 5 and 321 thousandths is greater than 5 and 32 hundredths. Put in your phantom. You can see this is true. 321 is greater than 320. And our last one is so easy because look, 6 is greater than 5. That is true. This is how your work needs to look, though. We need to be taking them from here and lining them up vertically so that we can compare each place value. Okay, next. Morgan uses the rule. Y equals 1/4 times X. We've been doing this in class, okay? To make the following graph. Which table represents other values that follow the numerical pattern? Honestly, I would not even use this part. I would come down here and apply the rule here, okay? So this is what I'm going to start with. Each answer option starts with 8. So let's do 8 times 1/4. You know how to use algorithm. We've been doing it in class. You make your 8 look like a whole number. Multiply straight across. Remember, we draw our arrows. 8 times 1 is 8. 1 times 4 is 4. This is improper. We need to divide. If we need $4 and the bank has $8, can we get our money? Yes, we can get our money 2 times. Okay, so let's come back over to our answer options and see. This A says it goes in as 8 and comes out as 2. That works for my rule. B says it goes in as 8 and comes out as 4. Nope. C says it goes in as 8 and comes out as 2. That works. Okay. D says it goes in as 8 and comes out as 4. No. So now we need to try 12. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do 12 times 1/4. We make our fraction look like our whole number look like a fraction. Sorry, it's the morning. 1 times 4 is 4. 12 times 1 is 12. Now we have to convert our improper fraction to a whole number or a mixed number. If we need $4 and the bank has 12, we can get our money 3 times. So let's go look at our answer options. A says 12 times 1/4 gives me 3. Yes. C says 12 times 1/4 gives me 4. No. A is our answer. If you wanted to double check 16, you could very easily do that. Not like that. Okay. Make your 16 look like a fraction. 16 times 1 is 16, and 1 times 4 is 4. And I know that 16 divided by 4 is 4, so that one works. Let me know if you have more questions on that. Okay, Wednesday. Mrs. Morris needs 3 2/10 pounds of chickens for tortilla soup. Each pound of chicken costs $2.60. If Mrs. Morris pays with a $20 bill, how much change will she get back? I gave you this because it was our highest missed question last week on our CFA. I just changed the words and the numbers. I need 3 2/10 pounds, and each pound, 1 pound, costs $2.60. But remember what I told you, we can drop that 0 for multiplication purposes, okay? So you need to make your area model. Those of you who are doing your standard algorithm right now for decimals, you're doing side by side. So I'm going to do 30 plus 2 times 20 plus 6. 2 times 3 is 6, and I have 2 powers of 10. 2 times 2 is 4, and I have 1 power of 10. 6 times 3 is 18, and I have 1 power of 10. And 6 times 2 is 12. We add these. I get 640 for the top row, and I get 192 for the bottom row. We add. Okay, we're not done. We need to place our decimal. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, a bunch of you are going to go pick answer option A. That is not the answer. We're not finished. It's not asking how much did Mrs. Morris spend on chicken. It's saying how much change will she get back if she pays with a $20 bill. So our last step is to do $20 minus $8.32. Let's regroup because I can't take two things from no things. This becomes 10. This becomes 9, 9, 1. 10 minus 2 is 8. That's our number talk. 9 minus 3 is 6. 9 minus 8 is 1. And bring down our 1 for an answer of B. Okay. Next. Okay. The coordinate plane below shows the relationship between the number of hours Cindy worked and the amount of money she earns. Based on the information from the graph, how much money will Cindy earn after working 9 hours? Record your answer in the boxes below. Well, I took that off because we don't need to grid it. Okay. So the first thing you need to do is make your input-output table. Okay. Guys, you can number this. One tick between 0 and 2. I'm sorry, that's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We have to know how to label those ticks. So let's see. They went over 1, up 8. Over 1, up 8. And our X was our hours. You can see that here. And our Y is her money. You can see that there. Okay. So the next one, she worked 2 hours and made $16. She worked 3 hours and made $24. She worked 5 hours and made $40. Look here. This runs straight through the origin. So you're multiplying, and I can see times 1 right here gave me 8. Well, that means the pattern is times 8, because 1 times 8 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. So all they are asking for is, what is 9 times 8? What is 9 times 8? That will be your answer. Okay, let's look at Thursday. Okay. 3 vertices of a parallelogram are shown below. What is the xy coordinate for the 4th vertex? A parallelogram has 4 sides, because it's a quadrilateral, 4 vertices, that's the points, and 2 pair of parallel sides. Okay. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is plot all of these points. So I'm going to start with A. I'm going to go over 16. I'm going to go up 16. I'm going to put a dot. I'm going to go over 17. That's going to be like here. And I'm going to go up 16. Well, I made that first one too big. It's going to be like right next to it. Next one, over 18. That's probably going to be this line here. Up 16. And then over 19, it's going to be kind of like floating in the middle there. So let's see which one makes the most sense. It's really going to be C. Okay, because here's 18. It's going to be here. Okay, because it needs to match the other side. That one was a little tricky. Parallelograms are hard because they're not this like perfect sided shape. So C is going to be your answer. A is going to be your distractor because it's going to look like it's quite there, but it's a little too far in. Okay, last one. Logan has 433 baseballs in his collection. He wants to put them into display boxes. Logan has 11 display boxes to use. What is the greatest number of baseballs Logan can put into each box? Should look familiar to you. If you do this, you should have done division, and you should have got 39 with a remainder, right? You've got a remainder. Do they say that Logan has to use every baseball? Or does it just say they have to put the same number in each box? Same number in each box. So you drop your remainder on this one. 39 is going to be your answer. I do want to see your division work.